In one of the blog posts of um, the famous, and if, just in case you have not heard of him, the famous Tim Denning, he talked about a museum of failure. He talks about Sweden as a country who's so in love with failure. And he even said that the secret to Sweden's magic innovation formula is they love failure. Okay. And in his blog post, he talks about a series of failure and that the country Sweden would embrace. Now, not a lot of people would have a mission that intends to fail. So, how many of you would agree with me that we don't want to fail? We don't want to fail with our endeavors. We don't want to fail with our marriage. We don't want to fail with any other relationships, not only in romantic relationships, but even with our parenting, with our friendship, or being a colleague. Failure is not a word that is so popular with many of us. And if you would agree with me, we want to run away from failure. Do I get a yes? Master Coach Jasmine, Coach Norris, Coach Lynn, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Okay? So, Ma'am Solly Garcia, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat, ma'am. Thank you for joining us tonight. All right. So, tama ba si Ma'am Solly is the mother of Coach Lynn, diba? Tama ba? So, good evening. And let me know in the chat box if you would agree, let me know, hashtag agree. You would agree with me that nobody talks about failure as a mission statement, right? You don't create your mission statement and say, I'm in this world, I wake up today because I want to fail. We don't want to fail, right? But how many of us are intentional about making our mission statement? Without a mission statement, we have already failed. We have already failed to see why we wake up each morning, why we do what we do, why do we pursue what we pursue, why do we invest on what we invest. Failure is part of our success, but nobody goes out in the world just to fail. In fact, the very reason why we're able to flip the failure to our advantage is because we've got a mission to fulfill. And so along the way, we're able to find a way to make each of the failure as a benchmark, as a stepping stone, as a cornerstone, as a point of reference for us to achieve what we want. So for tonight, join me for $1 million mission statement. So I'm going to walk you through what it is about mission statement and how in the world you can create $1 million mission statement. Not just any kind of statement or mission statement, but for tonight, I'm going to unpack to you what it takes to create $1 million mission statement. So, how many of you are excited? So, magandang gabi. Once again, you're joining me live. This is Master Coach A, and this is Life Coach Corner, the community project, the community service platform of Life Coach Philippines. We train, we coach, and we build tribe as we help your unstoppable dreams come true through the platform of life coaching. So if you have been to our old page, Life Coach Philippines, that's been hacked, that's been taken over, while it still bears the name of Life Coach Philippines. Right now, we are operating in our new digital space, Life Coach Philippines International. And I think this is even apt, and I would say much suited to what we're doing because from the Philippines, we are reaching different parts of the globe to advance the skill, the practice, the discipline, and the lifestyle of life coaching. So, if you are one person here and you've never thought about your mission in life to be written, to be expressed, to be discussed, to be published, to be known, then tonight is the night for you. So, thank you for hopping in. Okay, Coach, see Coach Nords, Coach Marife, you're here right now. Please tag a friend, call a friend, invite a relative, a loved one, a parent, a sister, a brother, a sibling, a church mate. Because I'm sure you would agree with me that oftentimes we lose track of what life looks like ahead. And when life gives us lemon, okay, you've heard people say, then make a lemonade. But the truth of the matter is they're able to make a lemonade because they know their mission in life. They're not supposed to be crying over spilled milk, not supposed to be, quitting on life because of failed relationship. And why is it possible? Because these people knows their mission in life. And you would agree with me, okay? I'm sure you would agree with me that writing your mission statement is super important because you've got something to work back, you've got something to refer to, you've got something to align, to use like a compass when you plan for your next steps in life. Not a lot of us, not a lot of people I know do write their mission statement. But isn't it interesting that when you enter in a company, join a company, the company that pays you, they make you understand the mission and the vision of the company. Isn't it true? So I don't know about you. How many of you can still remember the mission of your company? Why are you here? Okay. The mission of Decaf Coffee Republic, our coaching hub, is to be on the forefront. Okay. Be on the forefront to be a channel of spiritual wealth, that will be the channel of the transfer of spiritual wealth in the workplace to the people who are strategically positioned in the workplace. We want to be that vessel. We want to be that channel of spiritual wealth. That's the reason why Decaf Coffee Republic do exist. And the thing with mission statement is it's not something that you memorize, just memorize, but it's something that you live by, stand by, fight for, and depending on who you are speaking with, you're able to tell that person, I am here because I'm on mission. We are on a mission to advance, to transfer the spiritual wealth. That's what we do. What about in Life Coach Philippines? We want you in Life Coach Philippines to be trained to be coach. That's the three things that we do. We train, we coach, and we help you build your life through the platform of life coaching and the manner of tribe building. And in doing so, we're helping you achieve your unstoppable dreams come true. And written, spoken differently, it is important that we know what we are here for. So, how many of you are excited to be able to craft, to create, to distinguish your own $1 million mission statement from the rest of the living individuals on planet Earth? How many of you are excited? Somebody give me an E. Okay? Give me an E. Okay? In the comment. Okay? E for excited, E for enthusiastic, right? So, like, give that emotions right now because that's energy. Okay? So, I want to I want to come into perspective right now that Beyond the Grind series, this is my 25th night and the last of the 7 days, okay, before I complete my Beyond the Grind Mastering the Art of Hustle in 2024. Now, I hope that as Okay, hello, Coach Salvi. Thank you for joining in right now. Okay, I hope that at the end of the 31 days, you get to see that life is beyond the grind. Your life is beyond the grind, and there's a lot of opportunities for you to master the art of hustle. We will still hustle. We still live in a world that demands our attentions, our hard work, and whether we like it or not, truly we do hustle. But there's an art to master it. And you begin, truth of the matter, you begin with understanding what are you truly living for. And we encapsulate that with our mission statement. So I'm gonna help you right now create that $1 million, okay, that $1 million statement. And why do I call it a $1 million statement? Because when you truly learn, when you truly embrace, when you're able to write, when you're able to speak, when you're able to state your mission statement, you will attract the right people in your life. You will attract the people who will co-labor with you to advance your cause, your vocation, your career, your business. You will attract the partner that would support what you wanted to do. You will attract the resources that is needed for you to advance. You will attract every good, perfect things that you can even imagine because you are very clear of what you are living for and standing for. Okay? You know your purpose, you know your belief. How many of you have this? Your belief system, what you are living by, your testimonies, your how you see the world. Okay, that's why we're studying mental models, we are studying principles, we are studying the laws. Now, in Master Builder Apprentice, one of the programs that I have with my fellow coaches in the tribe, we do manifesto. I my students learn, our apprentices, our MBAs have created their own manifesto. Manifesto is not a mission statement because a manifesto is a declaration of what you believe. It's a declaration of your ideas. And normally in a company, the manifesto gets to be updated to reflect the belief of the founders, the ideators of the company, and those who still running. On the other side, a mission statement describe what you do, describe what you advance, describe the very reason you are up. This is the encapsulation of your purpose, your dreams, your visions, okay, tied together, okay, will allow you to navigate life with so much clarity. So, call on your friends. Hello, Coach Lady Jen. Okay, call on your friends, call on your relatives, and we're starting now. Okay, so I'm going to give you, if you are crossing borders with me, I am Master Coach A. I'm a coaching entrepreneurs, and since 2017, I've been helping fellow coaching enthusiasts. Okay, people who are interested in this skill, in this profession, in this business, in this lifestyle. I've been helping people to get professional training. I've been doing training. I've been duplicating myself. And I have been sharing what I have learned so far from the great men and women of our history that brought life coaching to where it is today. I'm a believer that our profession is truly a miracle profession. It saves life. It saves marriages. It saves career. It saves financial problem, financial difficulties. It saves us from the things that we don't want to have. And it gives us the opportunity to achieve, to take, to own what we always want to have. And so let's begin after learning for the past 24 days, a lot of principles, a lot of opportunities, a lot of things to really Okay, put into the churn so that you come out the person you wanted to be. Okay, so last night we talked about, I shared with you the entrepreneurial, okay, biotype, or your wealth dynamics profile, that gives you the idea that where do you get to flow, where do you naturally flow, what route do you naturally take to create the wealth, to get the money, to get the finances, and all of these things. But you would see that even if you know, okay, your wealth archetype or your bio, okay, your entrepreneurial biotype, you will get to see that there is something in your heart that you cannot express. You know, one of my clients messaged me and say, "Hello, Coach Candy." Okay, would message me, "Am I this? I am this. Am I this? Why am I?" And because not only that you understand now your default or your natural biotype, that's why it's biotype, entrepreneurial biotype, you are one person who's operating on purpose. Okay, you are on a mission. So if you do not have a clear mission statement, then chances are you are confused. How many of you here are connecting with what I'm saying? How many of you get to realize that it's truly confusing if you are operating and you do not know what your mission is? Okay, I would say that your mission statement is actually your recipe. It's actually your cheat sheet. It's actually your reference document that is serving as a recipe. Okay? It's serving as a recipe for you to advance what you truly want to achieve. It is a recipe, a cheat sheet that reflects your inner core, your inner desire, your purpose. Okay? And oftentimes, missions would not come out without internal introspection, without reflections, without choosing fully the kind of life you want to live on. And so I'm going to give you the rules, okay? I'm going to give you the rules. I'm going to give you the principles, okay, of your $1 million mission statement. But before that, I'd like to share with you, okay, why it is so important that as you build your coaching business or you build any business, let me repeat that, any kind of business. That's why if you are joining me right now and you say, I have a friend and the business is different. Master, she's not coach. She's not a coach, Master. Call your friend. Share this episode because these principles, the strategy that I am teaching is not limited to coaching professionals. This is universal. And you will understand that when you get all of these things, all right, when you learn how to really create, perfect your recipe, then you will be bold enough to let people what's your mission and what you are for in this world. In my case, personally, you would hear me talk about impact, income, and influence. And I want to help improve the life of people, okay, the lives of people who have special needs related to mental health. And for me to do that, I am circling all the works that I do in impact, helping them create the impact regardless of mental state, helping them generate income from their passion, because I believe that when you're able to generate income from your passion, it's a different fuel, it's a different energy that comes out of you, and it's healing. And if you're able to influence the people in your space and you know that you're influencing the next generations with the legacy that you're leaving behind, you know in your heart that truly your life matters regardless of the state of your mental well-being. How many of you gets that? How many of you are in agreement with that? Okay, let me know in the chat box, let me know in the comment. Please type in there agree. Okay, so what I wanted to do tonight is to dissect, okay, the elements, okay, before I give you the steps to create your $1 million mission statement. Now, regardless of how you value your mission statement, and whether you see it small, big, okay, secondary, primary, you know what? Your mission statement will really catapult the kind of life that you want to live. So it's super important that you know your mission statement. Very important. Okay. It's just like in DCAP, we want DCAP in every city, in every region, in every nation, in every territory. Why? Why do we want it? Because of our mission. We are very clear with our mission, and to have that mission, okay, to have that vision done, okay, we have a vision because we have this mission to accomplish. Okay. Our mission will be possible if we can clearly see where we are headed. So think of a mission statement, your $1 million statement, as a guiding point, as a guiding force, as a guiding energy that will help a person move from one point to another. In MBA, treat of this as your success path. Okay? So you cannot bring people further than where you can see them, which is your vision. But why would you do that to a person? Why would you help a person? Because there is a vision that you have, and you have a mission to fulfill. There is a vision that you can see. Okay. There's a vision that your client is able to paint to you, but there is a personal mission why you're doing it. How many of you are getting this? Okay. So a client co-actively co-create life coach certification program. Okay, by the way, it's up next. Class 19 is up next on February 2 and 3. And take this as my personal invitations to join the class and professionalize your coaching service. Okay, by joining in a professional certification class that is CPD accredited with 40 credit units. Now, it's a co-actively co-create model, because as the client shares with us what they want to achieve in life, we both get to paint a picture or a vision of where we are headed. But personally or professionally, you as a service provider, you have that mission statement, you have that mission. And for me, I'm on a mission to make sure that my clients create impact, generate income, and have that massive influence. And I believe strongly that if I have my clients, if I help my clients in those three areas, then I am advancing my calling, my portion in mental health. That's me. And I'm very clear with that. So I'm going to share with you tonight, how did I ever get to that kind of statement? So what's going to make your mission statement a $1 million mission statement? Okay? You can create any statement, mission statement, but it may not be a $1 million statement. So what I'm helping you to do tonight is to create not just any mission statement, but a $1 million mission statement. How many of you likes that? Hello, Coach Sean. I see you now. How many of you wants to know how to create a $1 million mission statement? Okay. Do I get a me in the chat box? Do I get a mine in the comment? Is this you? Is this for you? Is a $1 million mission statement for you? Do you want to create not just a mission statement, but a $1 million mission statement? Definitely, if you have a $1 million, okay, mission statement, then you move into life with that mission. Like you As a hero, imagine yourself showing up every single day in the battle line, and you are very clear why you are showing up. You don't show up to, you're not just showing up to kill people if you are a soldier. The mission of a soldier is to protect the country by defeating the enemy. It's a mission statement. Okay? A doctor do not just show up in the operating room because he's being paid. He is on a mission to save life. Are you getting this? A teacher just don't show up because there is a lesson plan written in there and I have to deliver my lesson plan. No, the teacher is on a mission to educate the next generation. The teachers have the mission to make, create, help the next leaders of our generation. How many of you understanding this? So now, what I wanted you to understand is there is a way for you to create $1 million mission statement. Okay. Do I get a drum roll to everyone from everyone who's ready? Okay. Can you give me your best emoji right now to just exude the excitement, to just exude the enthusiasm for the enlightenment that is about to come? Now, let me know in the comment, what service do you offer? If you are watching this on a replay and you are not a coach like us yet, you are not yet, okay, and you're still joining our profession in the near future, let me know in the chat box what product, what services do you offer. Now, if you are a life coach, if you are from our tribe, if you are my student, you are my client, can you please let me know, let them know in the comment what specific market niche I I ideal client avatar are you serving or you wish to serve? Can you just put it in the comment so everybody understand, even the people who's joining this on a replay can see, okay, who you are and what you do and what service do you get to offer. Now, in case you want to watch all the replays of Life Coach Corner, not just my series from, for this month, but all the previous content of Life Coach Philippines, I truly encourage you to visit, subscribe, click the bell there in our YouTube channel, Coach AI Connect, and also to be part. I invite you to be part of my Master Coach A YouTube channel where I'm still on a runway of finishing my 100 days life coaching toolkit mastery challenge. All right. So thank you for all your emojis. Thank you for the excitement. Thank you for the enthusiasm. Okay. I look forward for your enlightenment. Okay. So that's my third E for tonight. Okay. So I'm looking forward for your enlightenment. Okay. That would replace your entitlement. Okay. So, okay. Hello, Ate Mika. I see you now. Bianca, thank you for joining. Okay. So, when you are enlightened, you get out from a zone, okay, of entitlement. Okay. When you are enlightened, you will know that you are not entitled to anything, but your enlightenment or your wisdom is great and good enough for you to continue and get what you truly deserve in life. Okay. So write in the chat box, okay, what are your services, what are your products, what do you offer to the people? Because a mission statement is always intended, like when you are in a mission, there are people in the mission, and your mission statement includes the people. How many of you connects with that? I see many service providers, I see many traders, I see many salespeople, marketing people, business development people who hashtag, pardon the French, they say they suck in selling. They hate selling. They don't want to do marketing because they don't want to fail, right? But I want you to see this. The very reason why it's difficult for you to sell, the very reason it's difficult for you to connect, because you are not clear of your mission. Okay? If you are talking to a person who's dying and you know that the product that you are selling will save the day, will save life, not just of that person, but will also save the life of the people who's paying for his bill, who's going to be left alone, they don't know where to start, all of these things. When you are operating on a mission, right? You are clear with the vision and you are operating with a mission, things are clearer. If you're getting this, please let me know in the comment that you're getting this. Okay, hello, Coach Joanna. Thank you for being here. Now, regardless of your business, now listen up, listen here. Regardless of your business, regardless of your products, regardless of the service, or like whether you're offering a tangible product, intangible, you're offering a service, you're offering a product, regardless of that, what I'm going to share with you will work. Okay, will work. Hello, Coach Darbel, beautifully rich. Okay, this will work. I want you to get a pen and a paper, get your hydration, and focus. Turn off all the distractions. If you get those warnings, so if you notice, I pull, okay, and stretch my hand earlier, get my phone and turn off. I forgot to turn off my notifications button. So please silence your notification buttons. Make sure that you don't get any distractions. If you see me looking at this side, going down my eyes, it's because I'm reading your comments. All right. So please do yourself a favor. Turn off all the notification buttons. All right. Make sure that, okay, if you are in a room, please close the door. Okay, let your children, your husband, okay, or wherever you are right now, let them know that, yeah, hey, I want to focus on this because I want to get this. I want you to get this because this is very important in the $1 million mission statement creations. Are you ready? Okay, so I want you to take a look at this. Okay, regardless of what you offer, product, service, you're new, you're old, you're seasoned, you're veteran. Okay, here's the thing. Whatever is your strategy of offering, okay, to your clients, no, whether you offer it in email marketing, you do it in social media, you do reels, you do posting, if you are part of RUC, whatever you're doing, okay, you will realize, okay, that you experience, how many of you would say hashtag, okay, ghosting? You would experience, or you have experienced in the past, where there are people who are interested, connecting at first, and then you lose them. How many of you experienced that hashtag ghosting? Okay, hello, Coach. See, you're here. Okay, focus. Okay, I'm able to read that. Focus. Let's go. Focus. Come on, focus. All right. How many of you've got that? Like, they're so interested in wherever you are. All right, whatever is your delivery of informations of the product or the services, it feels like you've been just ghosted. And you know that they need your product, your service, your offer so badly, but you have been just ghosted. And where's the client? How many of you are connecting with that? Now, if you are just joining now, okay, what I'm trying to do here is to unpack to you the power, okay, the missing power element, okay, the power of having a mission statement that is so clear to you. But a mission statement is not something that you copy, okay, you copy a format, okay, hello, Coach Ray, you copy a format and then you fill it with your information, said, voila, okay, hey world, this is my mission statement. It's not going to work that way. So what I am doing right now, okay, is I'm dissecting, okay, laying the foundation for you so that you create $1 million mission statement. So my impact. income, influence. It didn't happen just overnight. It wasn't just like, oh, what are the three I's that connects? What are, okay, let me think of the three words like earlier I've been sharing: excitement, enthusiasm, and enlightenment. No, it didn't happen because I just want three E's. No. I have a mission for tonight. I want you to be excited that, hey, I can have a mission that will set me free from all the stupid things I've done in the past, for all my mistakes. And I can be excited that tomorrow, just as the Lord promised, His mercy and grace is going to be new. And I want you to be excited with that. I want you to be enthusiastic that truly there are ways, means, strategy, formats that you can learn, okay, that you can practice, nurture, okay, get better every single day, and that would create results for you. And I want that enlightenment to just cut across to your stubbornness, right? I want you to be enlightened that, hey, don't operate in entitlement. Just be stubborn and arrogant and prideful. And I'm entitled for this, but move into a space of enlightenment to see the element of life, to see the wisdom that is so divine, and to experience what life has to offer. See, I know my mission for tonight, and so I can bring that to you. How many of you connecting now? How many of you connecting? Please let me know in the chat box. Are you connecting? Are you getting this? Okay? So I'm gonna lay down. Okay, there are six things. Okay, that you have to consider to create, your $1 million mission statement. Six. Can you put in the chat box six? Isn't it interesting? You get to see a lot of powerful, when people, when they will tell you, don't have a six because six is not a good number, in all of those things. You will see that there's a lot of steps that work very well that are six. Okay, so our mastering tough talks is a 6-step process, okay, to transform conflict into connection. Okay, if you have not registered, I think I have few slots available. Okay, very few. Okay, the class is on Friday, together with a coaching session with master coaching, and then a lifetime access to virtual toolbox of mastering tough talks. Okay, so the missing element, now 6 things that you need to understand, okay, is directly connected to the missing piece one missing piece that often every service provider, every seller is missing. That's why they're being ghosted. Are you ready? What is that one thing missing? The one thing missing is this: you are the service provider. Get ready for this. You are the service provider, you are the seller, and there is a buyer, a customer, a client. Now, what is missing, okay, is this: you are the seller, you got what you got, a product, you got a service, and here's the buyer who got the product, benefits in their mind. Okay, so what they want is the benefits of the product, what they want is the result of the service. Okay, so yeah, that's it. They're matched. They're there. So why am I being ghosted? Hello, Doc Herman. Okay. So sure, coach. I've shared, and in fact, they said, okay, good. I like your product. You know why? Because truly, you have been ghosted because there was, or there is, no connection between what you offer and what they need. Wait a minute, Master Coach. That's a very strong statement. Now I'm going to prove to you my point. Listen, that's why I need your full attention here. And it's okay for me, okay? It's okay for me that you say, I object, okay? But if you agree, please let me know in the chat box, in the comment that you agree. Now I'm going to prove to you my point. Here's the thing. Sure, sure. You are a relationship coach, okay? You are a relationship coach. And here's a person who wants a coach so that his marriage or their marriage be restored. How many of you is getting that picture? Okay. And you are the best relationship in town, probably the cheapest, or probably the most affordable, or maybe the most, right, reasonable price. You had the conversations, and the package details are amazingly connecting. That's in your view, right? Why have you been ghosted? Because I tell you, in your mind, you give the product, here's the product, okay? The 6 steps, the 4 steps, the strategy, the formula for marriage restoration. And here's a person. Yeah, I want my marriage to be restored, blah, blah, blah. Right? And you believe that there's a connection. Right? Wrong. Because in the eyes of the client, here, it's not the marriage restoration that she or he is looking for, but the affirmation that she is worth something or he is worth something. He wants to feel that I am the man, or I am right, or I am the most beautiful woman this stupid bastard man can find. How many of you are getting that? The offer is not connecting with what is truly needed. And so after the conversation, you have been ghosted. Come on now. How many of you gets this? Agree. It is just like why people will get, buy a coffee. And here's the thing, people will tell, we are now 7 years in Decaf Coffee Republic. And if you notice, our cup of coffee is not branded. It's not that we cannot afford to have it branded. But here's the thing. Because I don't like the market that buy the product, buy the brand. Because a famous brand of coffee is aspirational and we are inspirational. And I want the inspiration is something that goes deep. From the top of your head down to the soles of your feet, I want my client to be inspired in what we do in Decaf. Not to be, showing around people, hey, I got this expensive cup of coffee. Even if there's none in there, don't get me wrong. I understand that. But what I'm saying, that's not the market that we are connecting. Are you getting this? So that connection is missing. So I'm going to give you now 6 things. 6 things. Okay, Lindsay said earlier, 6 things. So she just turned 6. We had a session with the mom earlier. I'm saying, happy birthday, Lindsay, you're 6. He said, no, it's supposed to be like this. You see, that alone. Why did I say that? That alone to the child, for her to receive that I understand her, 6 is like this, not like this. But it's the same, right? But she wants it this way. But many service providers are so arrogant. It has to be like this. I have written it this way. It is the best packaging. It's supposed to be like this. It is 6. No, but the client said, I want this. No, it's the same. Get this. No, I want this. And how many of you have that, back and forth? Come on now. You see that connection? Why you are being ghosted? Okay. How many agree do I get from the comments? Okay. Do you agree with me? Okay. So the product at the end, I'm going to give you how to write your mission statement, but I'm fleshing out here what would make the mission statement $1 million worth. Okay. So our business partners in RT Creative Brewers, look, you're here. Okay. You need to hear this. All right. You can create the most authentic, unique artwork nobody buys because the connection is not there. And so I'm going to share with you the 6 points of connections tonight that would make it $1 million mission statement. Are you ready? It needs to be what the client wants versus what you want for the client. Absolutely, Coach Sean. I mean, but oftentimes we argue with the client. This is what you need. This is what good for you. Yeah, but what good for me? I don't like. You like what is good for me, but I don't like what is good for me. And do you tell me that? So, Master Coach, do we just allow the client to ruin themselves? That's not what I said. You have learned from me from day one, okay, to day 24, a lot of strategy. Go back. Okay, life coaching is an art. There's an art for that. Life coaching is a science. So there's a science you can employ. It's a lifestyle. There's so much you can employ. There's so much you can explore. But what I'm trying to point out here, you are missing the sense of connection. Do I get an agree here? The connection is cut. It's just like when you're sick and then your mother or your caregiver force you to eat, you have to eat because you're sick. Yeah, sure. But I don't have the appetite. You have to eat. You think the person would eat? No. Are you getting this? Bed care. Okay, Coach Marife, bed care. Okay, so that's why I'm very, very bedside. Okay, bedside. You call it bedside. I'm sorry. Bedside. I want that. How do you, did I get it right, Coach Marife? Bedside care? Is that's how you call it, right? How do you care for the patients? Yeah, there's a different way of doing it, right? So I'm going to share with you 6 things now that would turbocharge your connections. Are you ready? Drum roll. Okay. So bedside care. Okay, right. Okay, it's a bedside care. I like it, Coach Marife, honestly. And I hope a lot of parents understand. Coach Marife, you teach that. Okay. Doc Herman, please teach that. Magturo kayo. Okay? Please teach. Okay? Bedside care. That's a powerful learning. Okay. So, okay. Here's the thing. This thoughts, okay, I'm going to be sharing with you is, okay, Coach Sean, this is from Robert Cialdini. Okay, so you may want to read the book of Robert Cialdini, but I'm using the 6 principles, okay, of the psychology, okay, the principle of influence by Robert Cialdini, and I believe that is supposed to be the cornerstone of our connection. So I'm going to share with you 6 things from Robert Cialdini. Ready? Okay. If you want to, okay, if you want to keep the connection, nurture the connection, build the connection, you have to operate in the 6 human needs, or match it up, or stay connected at least in 1 human needs of the person, not you, by the way. Is that clear? Of the person, not you. Okay. So number 1. Okay. How many of you getting this? Okay. Hello? How many of you are getting this? How many how many of you are in the space of, yes, now I agree, okay? Now I believe that indeed, okay, indeed I need to build that connection and keep that connection. How many of you gets that? How many of you gets that? Come on. Okay. So, I'm going to start now with, okay, this is important. How many of you, okay, how many of you gets this? Okay. You buy something, okay, you buy something, okay, we need to build the connections. You're getting this, okay. You buy something because you want to reciprocate. You want to give back the favor. How many of you got that? All right. Isn't it true? That's the reason why, in a company marketing, we give gifts, we give freebies, we give all these things. That is the reciprocation. How many of you get that? Reciprocation, right? So people have that tendency, okay? People have the tendency to give back the favor, to return the favor, okay? It feels like there is, there is that it's being induced on them that when you give them something, they want to return back the favor, reciprocate. Now, the key here is to keep the connection, you have to give what is valuable, okay, to the person. And that the person is willing, it is so valuable that the person is willing to give back the favor to you. Are you getting this? Like, yeah, you would say utang na loob. That's how we call it. But it's a natural tendency of someone being given a favor to reciprocate. So when you give, like I will call it in my business, free line, right? Free line. I move the free line because at a certain time, at a certain point, that would be reciprocated to you. Are you getting this? Who wants this? Who wants agree? Do I get an agree for this? So if you have given so much value on that conversation that is super valuable. So going back to my example about, relationship, a lot of people can give advice, can give one steps, books, can read, Mr. Google, Uncle Google, YouTube, can give all of that. But you know what you can give to that person? You can look straight to the eyes of the person and say, hey, you deserve a better relationship. You deserve a better treatment. You deserve respect. You deserve to be honored. And whether this is the relationship still that we save or not, you deserve it. How many of you would agree with me that if that person put it in the heart, gosh, somebody gave me value, I want to reciprocate that. So when the person calls me, I'm not going to ignore the call. I'm not going to ghost that person who made me feel important, who affirmed my worth, who told me that I deserve this, the very thing that I want. Do I get a yes here? One thing I tell my clients, specifically in mental health, you can have a lot of practitioner in the mental health field, I'm sure there are greater men and women way ahead of me. But one thing I keep with my client, no lies. Do not lie to yourself. Sometimes my clients would ask me something, I'm saying, hello, you are in the world where people bully you, bullshit you, give you all the lies. I don't want to do that to you. And don't do that to yourself. You can be mad, you can have all your hang-ups, but you will remember that there's one person who do not want to lie to you. Is that good enough connection? Do you agree with me? Well, that's me. What about you? How do you keep that connection? I'm gonna go just to manage expectations. I'm gonna go more than my 1 hour. I hope you can stay. Okay, still stay. Okay, stay still. I hope you can. Okay, just managing expectations. This is gonna go more than 1 hour. All right, agree? Do I get an agree here? All right. Now, the next part again. Okay, regardless of your product, this will work. This will work. Again, I am sharing with you this principle from Robert Cialdini as a groundworks to create your $1 million mission statement. Yes? Okay. Next, how many of you would agree? Okay. That people will stay connected. You will not be, okay, you will not be ghosted if, okay, you will not be ghosted, they will not run away from you if the person knows you are the authority. You are the authority. So people wants to people are tend to be listening, to be persuaded by people with authority figures. All right. It's a crucial element for the person to accept your role as the authority to what you offer. Hence, in Life Coach Philippines, we do to continuous education. That's why we are CPD accredited, because we have to go on continuous professionalism, continuous professionalizing what we do, because people need to see that you are the authority. And you know where you lose the connection? When you offer, when you show up, okay, you are missing either or both of this type of authority. There are two types of authority that truly hits the connections. Already, two types of authority. The first authority is that the first type of authority is command, like obey me. And sometimes it doesn't work. Like it doesn't work in a relationship building. I don't believe in I when I say I don't believe, I don't subscribe to this. I don't do this in my profession. Like I don't say like obey me. I don't like that. I don't like that. You know what I want? I subscribe to the other type of expertise or authority. It's the believe me. Believe me. How many of you have heard of it? If you're my client, you would always hear me say that believe me on this, trust me on this. So I don't want to command authority to my clients. I want to exhibit expertise authority. That's why I learn, I perfect my skill, I perfect my craft, I show up, I'm vulnerable, I let people in my life, in my journey, because I want that expertise authority. I am the expert in what I do, but oftentimes you lose the client because well, you can try you do not believe that you are the expert, then you lose them. If they're looking for a doctor and they start to hear about this idea of this kind of, remedy, cure, and you're not so sure, what would the person go next or do next, they'll find someone who's an expert to what you have shown them. That's why they ended up paying another person and not you. How many of you connecting with me? Agree? Do I get an agree here? Yes? Great. Number three, you maintain the connection. Again, these are the overarching 30,000 foot view of what makes a mission statement $1 million worth. Because the mission statement consider this. Consider the reciprocation, consider the authority, and I would say the third would be consider the principle of liking. Now, we want to buy from people we like, yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? People tend to be more persuaded, easily persuaded by someone they like. Similarly, they praise, okay? They they want people they praise, they want people they can connect with, okay? And they want people that builds trust along the relationship, right? So this is the reason why you cannot serve everyone because not everyone will like you. You know, I was sharing with Coach Nords earlier that I know that it's written that the attention of people is, shorter than a goldfish. But I told her I'm not building my profession for people who have an attention span of a goldfish. I will not teach in shortcut, in shortchange my student. Like putting a 4 hour content to just 2 hours because that's what they paid for. No, I'm an educator, I'm a teacher. I want my student to learn. I go out live. Yeah, sure. Thank you for the attention. Thank you if you get, if you can. I don't even call myself as an influencer. Honestly, I want to say I'm showing up every single day, what I'm doing here to educate, right? That's where I'm coming from. And I don't think an educator can educate you in 1 minute. That's why I don't have that. But if you can, go ahead. If all you want is to disrupt the market, go ahead. But make sure that you educate still. But for me, that's not for me. Because I want my client, I want my students who have the time for themselves, who value their time and my time, who respects what they have to learn from me, not just scanning through the internet and hear what they want to hear and voila, I'm done. That's not my market. No, you've got to decide who do you wish, who do you want to like you. Not everybody can like you. Most of them will hate you. Sure, it hurts. But before I worry myself about the people who hates me, which I'm grateful there's no really bashers because if you are a basher, I will tell you, see me at Nika Pop Republic every Thursday and Saturday. Okay, put it up there, your sentiments. I'm gonna talk to you because I wanna learn why you're bashing me. I wanna learn your points because from what you're bashing me on, I will learn how to improve myself. That's how I see it. It's a feedback. And I want your feedback. But the thing here is you've got to reach out to the person who will like you, not the person you're forcing to like you. How many of you are getting this? So if they don't like you, the connections will not be there. That's why in life coaching, right? A parent will tell me, okay, I want you to coach my daughter, my son. I want you to coach my husband. My first question is, does your child, your husband, your daughter wants coaching? That's the first question. Because that person can like me, but if doesn't, that person's to begin with, I doesn't like what I'm offering. No way. I have good friends. When I say good friends, people I can walk by and they can, offer me all they want, but the product I don't like, I will not buy. But I will buy a product that I need and I want, even I don't know you. You walk on the street, you knock on the door, you knock on my window, and I see what you're offering. By the way, when I say offering, sometimes it's not the flower, it's not the sampaguita, it's not the food. What you're offering to me is your decision to live, your determinations to make a living. That's what you're selling to me, and I'm buying that. Who's getting this? That's number three. Number four. Come on now. Number four. Yes, Coach Marife, walang pilitan. If I am for you, then I am for you. If I'm not for you, then I'm not for you. There are a lot of people who can serve you, right? But if you think I'm the only person who can help you, then put down your arrogance and your pride. Live. Live. Live your life, right? Mabuhay ka. That's for me, okay? Number four, people reciprocate, people submit to authority, okay, expertise, authority, people that they like. How many of you would agree with me on this? People, okay, people will keep the connection with someone who is committed and consistent. Here comes your discipline. Are you committed to your craft? Are you committed to your product? Are you consistently showing up? Are you consistently serving? Or one day you talk about this, the other day you talk about this, the other you forget this. Today you're up in there, so excited. Tomorrow you're not there. Today you talk about a freedom lifestyle. You talk about how powerful is the profession. The next day, you're bad-mouthing the profession. I mean, here, okay. If you are my student in the past, okay, and you have decided to build your own and you are in the other camp, hear me out on this. Anything you do, you say to badmouth life coaching and the industry will affect you. That's a tip from your teacher, okay? And I know that I am still your teacher because you are still watching me. If you are not taking me on as your teacher, you're not going to be watching me. If you are copying what I do, I am still your teacher. So hear me out on this, all right? Do not do yourself a favor, do your company a favor, do your industry a favor, do your guru a favor, do your whole organization a favor. Do not badmouth the profession. Do not badmouth other professionals in the field of coaching, because anything you put shit on the profession in the industry, you are part of it. When you say you're a coach and you are putting a mixed signals to your client. Okay, you hear it from me. First time, I'm your teacher. I know that. All right. How many of you gets that? People tend to need, okay, people tend to need the alignment with the person who say what do they do, live by what they believe on. That's why I've been telling you that if you are offering life coaching, you're supposed to have a coach. I am selling courses. That's why I have been investing in a lot of training. I do. At one point, what I'm grateful with my students, they don't ask for proof, but at one point, I will just screenshot, hey, I'm enrolled. I just spend this. I just do this. If people commit to you, or if you commit to them verbally or in writing, there is an expectation. Okay? There is an expectation that you will show up even if they don't show up. What does it mean? Sometimes we say, I don't want to force. I want to give my clients a free choice. Sure. But it's different than that you give them a choice versus you're not showing up anymore for them. Right? Did you get to see the difference? You want to keep the connection, keep showing up. Don't force your client, don't force a prospect, but keep showing up. And there's a lot of ways you can do this. Okay? Without being salesy, by the way. Number 5 that really rings a bell to many is Scarcity. When things become scarce, when things are limited, the social, it gives a very strong social assets, right? Like people are connecting to the need, and there's a sense of urgency because it's scarce, right? So when people see that you are one of a kind, that's why polymath really are super cool, because you can be a software engineer, you become a coach, you're an artist as well, and you put it all together. So like in my case, I write, I speak, I coach, I create courses. I do a lot of things in my life, by the way. I do merchandising. I love natural products. Way back 1990s, I'm so in love. If there's one product that I am so in love, and there's one industry that I am so freaking in love, natural products. All right. I believe in it strongly. Okay. I love to trade. I love antiques. I love vintage items. And it gives me a lot of energy to do it. It fuels me, makes me very creative to get products that previously been owned by people who understand the things that I love, because it gives me the picture of, oh, I'm not alone. Yeah, sure. When I buy antiques, it feels like, okay, that's valuable. But you know what's valuable to me? How people value things. That's so valuable to me. So imagine they're able to take care of these things and they're transitioning it to me. And it's great. It looks great. I want to pay for that. So that's what I'm getting. That's scarcity, right? So what is it scarce in the mind of your people? You know what scarce? If you're selling coaching, if you're selling your service, it's scarce. You know what? You're the only one. Coach Marife, Master Coach Smith are both coaches, and me, I'm a coach. But we're scarce. I'm the only MCA. I'm the only Master Coach A. There's only Coach Marife. There's only one Asmin Miroy. We are limited. We're limited edition. There's no one like us. Not even my daughter, not even my sons. No, I'm limited. So if you want all of this, you hire me. You cannot hire Master Coach as me. You cannot hire Coach Sean for this. And if you want that of Sean, you hire him, not me. How many of you gets that? See, it's beautiful. You are in a profession, if you're a life coach, you are in a profession that's super limited. Super limited, there's only one. In one of our GCs, I'm sharing about the rise, and the rise of this limited edition battles of Evian, on all this. I used to be in the marketing of Evian, okay, Danone. And one thing that I truly love with the company is not just the value of the waterways, but it's really the craftsmanship, the partnership with designers, globally, because that gives added value to their commitment to uplift the experience of the people who buys the water. That's what I'm buying for that, and that's what I am introducing to my community until at this moment in time. You see why the company continued to grow, because they are able to build business interest with people like me, who grew in the profession, who grew in business, who grew in tribe building, who grew in networking, and still we carry the brand, and so that increased their market. How many of you getting that? Right? And down in my six, which this is the only thing that many people used poorly, by the way. I'm sorry. The last is social proof. Social proof. This is the reason why many people would ask you to give them testimonials. Well, I don't really use this. I don't really ask, but I don't really use. I remember one of our students so arrogant say, you want the testimonials, you want this because you want to use it for marketing. No, sir, we're not using it for marketing. We need it because I'm a CPD accredited service provider, and it's being needed by the organizations. Okay, so if you're my student, okay, we barely use your testimonials, honestly. We barely use that. Because to me, here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. I'm going to give you this. Okay, social proof, people move lightly to do things they see others are doing. That's the social proof. They want to agree on things that they see and conform that the entire world is doing. And unfortunately, the only thing that you can see on social proof is the social media. Obviously, social proof, social media. Obvious, but not quite. Because to me, the social proof that what I do works is the quality of life that the people around me live. Like, what's the social proof? Just look around the people with me at teacup. Look around the people I dine with. I don't just eat with anyone. Look around the students in my class. Look around the people who pay for my class. Look around the people who value me and I, send me food and I post whatever they share with me. These are my social proof. These are the quality of people I'm able to attract, and I believe that is the best social proof. The life of my students, the life of my clients, that's my social proof. The very reason that I dine with my team, with my clients, with these people, because these are the people I value. So if that is the quality of life, if that's you, then you're my client. Look at the way they talk, the way they think, the way they treat their children. I don't want somebody in my space who abuse their children. No. I will be the first person to say, "Hey, stop doing that." Oh, you get out of my space. I don't care if you're paying me millions for that package. If you hit your children, if you abuse your children, get out of my space. I don't like it. Because what would happen to my credibility who upholds the protections of my children, no to abuse, and then I am dining with a person who abused their children? No, don't get me wrong. It doesn't mean, all right, that, if I dine, if you see in my house a drug addict, I'm a drug addict. No. Why there is a drug addict in the house? Why there's a drug addict that I'm helping out? Because life coaching works. And I strongly believe that the power of God and the grace of God and the mercy of God can help even the most sinful person if that person is willing to change. And I don't care whatever is your religion. I don't even care if you are an atheist, because I strongly believe that you are an atheist because you believe there is God that you want to refute. Test me on that, by the way. In case you hear me this on a replay and you want to test that, 0917-630-0550 is my number. mastercoacha@mastercoacha.com. Okay? A Master Coach A page or connect at mastercoacha.com is my email address. We can talk about it. I strongly believe you know and you believe there's God. That's why you refute his presence, by the way. So these are the 6 foundations of connections. Now, would you agree with me? Thank you so much for writing that, Coach Lynn. Appreciate. Would you agree with me? If you can keep these 6 things as part of your mission statement, you create the mission statement, you know that the person, the clients, the people you want to serve can reciprocate that. And what's the reciprocation? They can reciprocate with respect what you have created. I'm going to offer only my courses to my students who respect what I have created. That's why I don't have a student who would say, why are you charging us with that? That's supposed to be free. That's supposed to be free in the internet. Then you're not my student. And I'm very clear with that. Because I can drop down and tell you exactly how I computed it. And you would know that you owe me more than what I'm pricing. And I'm clear with that. Okay? My mission statements works on the people I like and the people who will also like me, the people who sees my expertise, me as the authority in my expertise, who would see that I am committed and dedicated and consistent. I work with scarcity. Truly, you barely see mental health practitioner in this field. We so adept and so sink, so submerged in trauma as I am. I've been here for 18 years. You don't know what I've been through. So not a lot of people understand how much I prepared to become who I am today in terms of trauma. So I can just like say, yeah, I'm not a doctor. You know, I probably one step away from taking that doctorship, medical field. But no, I decided. And most of the time, I'm still debating in my head. I think last year I was debating that would I continue just get that now and become a doctor? It's cool. At the age of 50, you become a doctor. Is it good? But at the end of the day, I believe in my profession. I really super duper duper in life coaching, and I decided, no, I'll stay to be a coach. I'm happy to be a coach. Super. All right. So now, how do you feel? Okay, how do you feel right now? Okay, can you just let me know? Mood meter check. How do you feel? Because now I'm gonna give you now the points how to write your mission statement. Okay. For the example of your mission statement, please proceed to the event page at MIWI. I'll see you at MIWI. I'm going to give you some examples. Okay. So how do you create now your mission statements? Are you ready for this? Okay, we will now be working on your mission statements. Okay, this is gonna be fast. Okay, so hold it a little bit. Okay, a little more. Okay, because we are about to end, but I think you want some guide points. Okay, how to create your mission statement. All right. So here's the thing. Okay, now in your statement, you have to be very clear. Okay, these are the elements you have to learn. Okay, you have to learn to list your idea, not what people tells you should be. Okay, it means what is ideal to you. Okay, so you have to identify who do you want to teach, who do you want to work, who do you want to support, who do you want to you know help achieve a goal, you or who do you want to empower. You have to create the list, create the ideal list for you, not the list with money, not the list, no, no, just go. Okay, next, identify from the list the struggle, the struggle that you can commit with. Okay, their struggles. What are their struggles? What are the things that they long to have? What are the challenges do they have? What are their longings? What keep them awake at night? What do they complain to their friends? Identify next, number 3, the feelings. You have to be able to connect, again, connections with the emotions. What is it that they feel? Having the things that they don't like and not having the things that they want. What are the feelings? What are the emotional component of this? Do they feel angry, frustrated, overwhelmed? And out of this, what do they want to create? And this is the vision, this is the goal. And the last part, okay, is the reason. Why would your client or why would the person wants it? So imagine you working with a person who have mission and vision. They're very clear as well what do they want to achieve in life. Isn't it beautiful? Like a client will not just buy a soap, a herbal soap for buying a herbal soap. Like when I create, when I source for my natural products, I do research where are the where are the sources of the ingredients. Sometimes on the same price or even a little more expensive, I value if in this product they're able to help some group of farmers, it matters to me. So do you want that kind of clients? What are the kind of clients? Now, the entire how you put it together in a statement can be restructured. You can message me or go to our page in MeWe. I'm going to put in there the structure. You can copy it, but you have to answer all these questions that I posted, right? So, what are the questions once again? Ready? Who do you teach? Who do you support? Who do you want to work with? List your ideal people, the ideal clients, the ideal client avatar, or the real people. Do you want to work with teachers? Do you want to work with fathers and all mothers? What do they struggle with? Their challenges, what keeps them at night, their longings, what do they complain? What do they hate? What do they want that they don't have? And what do they have that they don't like? You have to identify their feelings, their emotions, anger, frustrations, overwhelm, confusions, shame, whatever it is. And what do they want to create? And their why. And their why. Why do they want to create? What are their visions? What are their missions? What are their sentiments? And why? So that they can what? When you're able to create this in a mission statement, you will be powerful. I say it's going to be $1 million mission statement, because if you are so clear with it, you can create the success path for your clients. And when you present your offer to someone with a clear success path, it's $1 million offer. Why it's $1 million offer? Because you are creating the impact. You are generating the income. You are generating that income from the person you really want to help using your passion. And you are putting that influence in the profession like no other person. And therefore, going back, that definitely creates so much income. Remember the episode? We are legends. And legends create impact, income, and influence. If you want more, stay tuned for the remaining 6 more days of my episodes here. But please go and meet us at MeWe. There's a lot of contents. There's a lot of additional materials that I'm sharing for each of the episodes. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Share your hashtag #PackMyBag moment. Share your hashtag ROI. Super thank you. 6 more days to go. Marami pong salamat. This is Master Coach A saying, love, bam, boom, love, bam, boom, love, bam, boom. Good night. I'll see you again tomorrow.
As a business owner, are you overwhelmed by the need to post beautiful, engaging content every single day? Are you left wondering what to write? Tired of scrolling through stock photos that all start to look the same? Confused by complicated graphic design programs? Rise Up Creatives is here to help. Each month, we give you everything you need to create 31 days of social media content in just 5 minutes a day. Customizable captions, curated lifestyle photos, a drag-and-drop graphic design tool, and the ability to post directly to your social media accounts. No one else empowers you with these 4 resources all in one place. Each month, we help you plan your social media calendar by providing you with 31 image themes and customizable captions so you can quickly and easily create engaging content and grow your following. Simply select the image that works best for your feed or story. Then, copy the caption and customize it to fit your audience. 5 minutes a day. It's that quick. Plus, you'll absolutely love our drag-and-drop graphic design tool. Start from scratch or choose one of our beautiful templates to fit your unique brand. When you're ready to export your design, you can download, email, or post directly to your social media accounts. Here's the truth. Our world needs what you have to offer. Don't let technology or procrastination hold you back. Rise Up Creatives is more than an online resource. We're a community helping you overcome your biggest barriers to reach your greatest goals. We're here to help you rise up and be creative.